Hello, guys. Welcome to this live broadcast. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I am so glad you're here. Say hello. Say hello when you come on to this live broadcast. Post your questions, your comments, your suggestions down below. I'm going to do one more set of dumbbell curls for biceps, and then I got a message for you here today. Thank you so much for joining me for Workouts for Older Men Live. Hello, guys. Welcome to this live broadcast. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I am Skip Lacour. I'm so glad you are here joining me today for a continual connection. You and me were virtual training partners. We're going through this journey of life together. I want to be your inspiration, your information, your one source when you're a man who's a little bit older to learn the training, the eating strategies, the lifestyle strategies, the systems that are effective and efficient to take your life and your training to the next level. If you're joining me once again for Workouts for Older Men Live, thank you for your continual support. I really appreciate all the comments, the questions, the suggestions, all right? Maybe you're coming back. It showed up in your feed. And you remember that you've been following my training videos, my live videos, my blog posts, my podcast in the past, and now you're back. I'm so glad you're back. Where have you been? All right, you want to come here continually just to show up, just to go through this journey of life together. And if you are new, we have so many men who are new to the process, right? They haven't followed me for the 30 years that I've been doing this, and you're new to Workouts for Older Men Live, welcome. Let me take a moment to introduce myself. If you're new to Workouts for Older Men Live, my name is Skip Lacour. I'm a coach. I'm a speaker. I'm an entrepreneur, writer, blogger, podcaster. I am obsessed with helping you, if you're a man who's a little bit older, to take your fitness and your entire life to the next level. That's what Workouts for Older Men is all about, the strategies, the mindset. It's specifically designed for us at this stage of life. I know there's so much information from some of the much younger, passionate fitness experts. We live a different life. We look at the world differently at this age, and we want the effective and efficient strategies that are best for us, our challenges, our obstacles, the way we look at the world, and that's what Workouts for Older Men Live is all about. I'm a former 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder, and I use that extreme passion to learn the strategies. And I'm 16 years removed, so I've learned to be more effective and efficient with my time, and that's perfect for a lot of men who are like you. Maybe you used to do it when you were younger. You were dedicated to it. You just couldn't keep that up. You focused on your family and your business. And now you're a little bit older, you got to take care of your health again, and you're making it a priority now. Maybe you spend all your life taking care of your family and your business, and maybe this is the first time that you are focusing on your working out. You're welcome too. Right? Whether you work out in a home gym or a commercial gym, I'm here to give you the boost, the motivation, set the pace for you, and the effective and efficient training and eating strategies. Not going overboard, but just what you need to take care of your health and fitness. I coach men just like you. A lot of men come to me for one-on-one group coaching, check-ins, a lot of different ways that I help them make fitness a priority, learn the strategies, get through all the confusion, frustration, overwhelm, 12-week fitness transformation journeys, all these type of things. If you're interested in that, reach out, send me a direct message, send me an email. Got a way for you, whether you're continually watching Workouts for Older Men Live, maybe you're coming back to it, or you're brand new. I have a way for you to just cut through all this confusion, frustration, overwhelm, where you won't have to watch all these different videos. All right? I've got a system that has worked extremely well for men who are a little bit older and want to take control. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3, and I want to talk about that in a moment. One of the biggest challenges, and what I want to talk about in today's short message, is the way men who are really dedicated, they want to do the work, how they perceive how this is going to work. They look in the mirror, they're not quite sure of what it's going to take to look the way they want. They get caught up on numbers, like how much they should weigh on the scale. They get caught up on numbers, like how much muscle they think they're going to gain at this age if they do the work. Not knowing how the system works creates a lot of confusion, frustration, anxiety. They get working on a training program. They have a certain set of expectations that just aren't realistic. They're not going to happen no matter how ambitious they are. It's just not knowing how it all works. At this age, the biggest advice I can give you is that you're probably not going to build all this muscle at this age and grow into this physique that you want. It's going to be some of the things that maybe you've heard, but you're not putting enough attention to. It's your nutrition. It's getting lean. If you were to meet me in person, I can proudly say, all right, and humbly say, I'm probably not as big as I may appear. One gentleman said, well, the camera gives 10 pounds. It's not that necessarily. Camera gives 10 pounds when you're fat. It makes you look fatter, all right? But when you are lean, right, you don't worry about the scale. You go down on the scale because you know how it works and you get lean. Maybe you're a smaller person. It gives this illusion of more size. The separation between the biceps and the triceps and the shoulders, the thin skin, the striations, the vascularity, the veins that you want to see, it's all a result of being lean and not necessarily building all this muscle that may not be realistic. All right, staying up to 190 pounds, I don't know if you're 5'10", 5'11", at this age, and not wanting to drop or you think you're losing your muscle. That's not true, and it throws a lot of men off because then they don't pay attention to their nutrition or this belief that they got to eat up, gain all this weight, that this muscle is going to transform this body. The path to take is getting lean, getting rid of those numbers. Don't let them box you in, and get leaner and leaner and show off your physique, show off that definition. It creates that exaggeration, a smaller waist, which is a wider back. All right, define arms, make them look bigger. And that's probably one of the biggest misconceptions, misunderstanding when older men who want to get in shape, how they think they're going to get from where they are now, point A, to point B, the way they want to look. It's just they get caught up in numbers that aren't realistic. That's not how it works. I want to help you break through all this confusion because if you don't understand simple organizing principles like this, you're going to have a real challenge being motivated to keep on going. You're not going to feel that you're getting the results, and I talk to so many men. If you're new to Workouts for Older Men Live, you'll know that I'll always reach out to you. I want to connect with you 5 or 10 minutes. I want to get to know you. It helps me get better and better at what I do. As you can see, I'm obsessed when you see how frequently, when you join me every single day on my social media platforms. I want to make sure they are on all of my social media platforms. You see how I am obsessed in helping you. I talk to so many men. That's how I come up with all of these topics, this subject matter, that a lot of men say, man, he's talking directly to me. How does he know this stuff? All right, it's because I talk to so many of you. All right, I want to extend an offer. Whether you've been watching me continually, whether you're coming back to watching me, maybe this showed up on your feed, or you're brand new because it showed up to your feed, and this is the time you want to take control of your fitness, but you want to work through all that confusion, frustration, and overwhelm, right? I've got a process for you. I want you to text me, right? 925-352-4366. If you're outside of the U.S. or Canada, you can WhatsApp me at +1 925-352-4366. Right, that number is posted down below. Text me, introduce yourself. Right, the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to send you a link to a special questionnaire on my website. I'm going to ask you what your biggest challenge are. Ask me questions. I'm going to go through a process where you are right now, what you've done in the past, what your goals are, what your frustrations are. It's going to tell me a lot about you. Right, and then you're going to submit that questionnaire to me. You're going to get a copy of it, and then I get a copy of it. Right, so you've texted me. Now you're connected to my hand, all right? You know how it is these days with our phones, all right? That continual communication, something you're passionate about, taking control of your fitness. All right, so I have you on a text. You've introduced yourself. You filled out the questionnaire. I have that too. Then I'm going to ask you to send a picture to me. Now, you can take your shirt off. You can just have it in front, or you can leave your shirt on, whatever you feel comfortable with. I can tell a lot of things by seeing a picture. How you're describing your experience may be one way. I'm going to take my 30 years of doing this, helping out so many men like that. I can tell a lot from the picture. My perception of what's going on may be different than yours, and it's just going to help me help you. A picture does indeed tell me 1,000 words. So text that picture to me. All right, so I have you on my phone. You've texted me. You've introduced yourself. You filled out the questionnaire. You told me your story and what's going on, your biggest challenge, what you've done in the past, and I have a picture of you. Now we can text back and forth, and I can help you solve your challenge instantly. Helping you go to the next level is going to be as simple as 1, 2, 3. All right, this is absolutely free. It's absolutely free, so go ahead and do that right now. Text me right now. Let's start the process here on my phone. And you'll be alerted every time I go live and every time I have a blog post or a podcast, right? And you'll immerse yourself in this process. Little by little, I help you crack the code. I'll help you figure out the pattern so you can finally take control of your health and fitness. Thank you so much for your continual support. Thank you for joining me here today on Workouts for Older Men Live. Right? Have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Hey, wait a second. I've got to live each day with a sense of urgency. I've got to remind myself that. I got to remind you, all my guys. You know, we got more time behind us than in front of us when we're a little bit older. We've got to take on each day with that sense of urgency. Make every day count. Right? So let's train hard. Let's eat right. Let's produce at our work or our business. Let's love and connect. Let's live with that sense of urgency. At this age, again, we got more time behind us than we do in front of us. I want to remind you to make the most out of every single day, that work through the struggles. It's the struggles that make us strong. To keep on keeping on, you and me will go through this journey together. So have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big. And think bigger than getting bigger.